Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to stop those intrusive retroactive jealousy thoughts and begin to start enjoying your life again. You know what I'm talking about, those intrusive thoughts that keep coming about your partner's past that you can't seem to get rid of. How can we finally put an end to them so you can enjoy freedom in your life again, so you can breathe in your life again, so you can enjoy your relationship once again. Now, before we get started, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button so we can get this video out to more people, I'd greatly appreciate it. So in stopping these intrusive thoughts, it really comes down to kind of two things. One is we can't stop these thoughts. Okay, it's understanding we cannot stop these thoughts. And when we understand we can't stop them, it kind of opens up our mind a little bit to this idea that, okay, my job's not necessarily to stop them. My job is to allow them to actually come in without fighting against them. See, it's our fighting against them, our wrestling with them, that actually causes them to create more anxiety in our lives, create more of that painful feeling of anxiety that we get. And so allowing them in allows us to say, you know what, I'm going to let this thought come in. I know it can't hurt me. I know it can't harm me. It's just a thought. And I'm going to watch it as it comes in. I'm not going to wrestle with it. I'm not going to tangle with it. And eventually it'll go out the other side and you'll, be mostly unharmed. You're going to feel that anxious response, but it'll be a much less intense pain than it would be if, you started wrestling and been like, no, don't think about this. Don't think about this. That's not going to do you a whole lot of good. Now, the second factor is again, you'll feel this pain when the thought comes in. You'll feel that anxious pain, that anxious response that you need to do something to get rid of this pain, find a temporary relief somehow. But the fact is, when you feel this pain, you have to embrace it, okay? You have to almost savor it. You have to almost reverse in your brain and say, this feeling that I'm getting right now means everything's good, right? It means everything's good. Okay, the only reason why good feelings feel good and bad feelings feel bad is based on our own judgments, right? Based on our own saying that this is bad, so I feel bad. This is good, so I feel good. But we have the power to reverse that in our minds and actually say, if something feels bad, it actually means it's good for me. Because that's honestly a lot of the truth, especially when it comes to like stepping out of our comfort zone and things like that. If you have like job interviews or, it could be anything where you're super nervous about doing something, like that feeling of nervousness is a good thing. Like going forward and doing this stuff, doing the job interview regardless, that's a good thing, right? So feeling that negative response, being able to push through it is good for you. And so sometimes I'll tell myself anytime I feel uncomfortable, I'll go, okay, there's that feeling of discomfort again. Bring it on. I'm ready. Because I know on the other side of this is something even better and better and better. So I enjoy the discomfort, right? I enjoy the discomfort. And there's a lot of people that I've helped who are getting into that mindset already, and it's really helped them a lot, is this idea of instead of running from pain, enjoy it, because nothing's going to happen from it. It's just an emotion, and that emotion's going to pass. So if you can add this into this already allowing of the thoughts, allow the thought to come and go, and then allow that feeling, that anxious feeling that you get that you need to do something to come, feel it and say, this feeling means I'm doing good, so I don't need to do anything. Okay, that's going to be your ticket out, because this is basically slowly teaching your brain that there's no reason to fear these thoughts, because right now we're afraid of these thoughts. When you strip away everything else, we are afraid of these thoughts. That's why we get these anxious responses. Okay, our brain reacts as if we are in danger, as if we are dying, but we're not dying, right? We're just having thoughts. And what are thoughts anyway? Nobody really knows. They're like invisible, intangible things. You can even, it's funny, I was watching an Eckhart Tolle video the other day, and Eckhart Tolle says you can ask any scientists out there, and nobody really knows what a thought is. Nobody can really explain what a thought is or where a thought comes from or anything like that, because you don't know. Like, no one can really describe. It's like an energy. But it's nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing to fear. It's only a thought. That's it. We're not afraid of thoughts. There's no reason to be afraid of a thought because it's invisible, it's intangible. So it's coming to that understanding. You know, right now that might be hard to break because we're in this thought cycle. So some of the words I'm saying might not make complete sense right now. But once you can adapt that strategy of these intrusive thoughts, not trying to stop them, but just allowing them in, allowing them to come and go, not getting wrapped up in it, not when it comes in, say, I'm going to overanalyze this, I'm going to explore this. Just when you feel it come in, just kind of take a little breath. You'll feel that anxious response. When you feel that anxious response, say, you know what, this feels good. I like this. This feels good, right? Then you're not attached to this thought. It will literally come in and go. It'll come in and go. And you'll do this a lot, you know, every single time. But again, you're actively teaching your brain there's no danger. It's like exposing yourself to any fear. If you have a fear of swimming or something like that, the more you go into the water, the less you'll feel that feeling, right? It's not the swimming that you fear, it's the feeling that you get when you go swimming. But the more you go swimming, the more you teach your brain that, hey, I'm okay. I'm not dying from this. I'm just fine. And so your brain starts calming the anxiety so you don't feel it so much. So now all of a sudden you enjoy swimming. Same thing with this, okay? These thoughts are coming in. You don't like the feeling that you're getting. But you keep doing it, you embrace that discomfort a little bit, and your brain goes, oh, this has happened a lot. He hasn't died, she hasn't died when these thoughts have come through. He's okay. There's no danger here. I'm not going to release so much adrenaline. And when there's no adrenaline coming, the thoughts don't come anymore. There's no attachment to them. There's no reason for them to keep coming. The reason they keep coming is because of this anxiety that you feel. And so, again, this is not about, what your partner did in the past, what they didn't do, how many boyfriends, girlfriends they have. I used to think that's what it was, and there's still a lot out there that do. But again, the past really doesn't matter. Your partner's past is no worse or anything than anybody else's partner's past. There's no special thing that sets you apart from anything else. If you put in these steps of these intrusive thoughts coming in and allowing them, feeling the pain and moving forward, and not resisting them in any sort of fashion, that will stop the intrusive thoughts. Once the intrusive thoughts stop all the time, then you can rationally think about things. You can rationally think about things and be able to, move forward in those aspects of your life. Be able to, really understand what's happening. This is actually what happened in my partner's past. Okay, I maybe I don't agree with it 100%, but this is not something I have to think about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, I'm okay, I'm going to be okay. And that's kind of what your brain will come to. That's exactly what it was for me. Like once these thoughts stopped, I looked at my partner's past with no anxiety and thought, why am I really concerned about that? Like this has nothing to do with me. That was completely in the past. Like there's no, and so a lot of that, again, a lot of this anxiety that you're feeling, it's because of these thoughts coming over and over and over again. So once we put an end to these intrusive thoughts by allowing them in and not fearing them, then we'll be able to process information much more clearly. We'll be able to enjoy our life and relationship once again, and we'll no longer be at the mercy of all these thoughts flying in all the time. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please take a moment and smash the like button so we can get this video out to more people. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Before you go, please check out the links in the description below. I have a free meditation that I'm still giving away if you want to sign up before that's totally gone. Take a copy home with you right now. It's absolutely free. It'll help kind of calm that anxiety that you're feeling around these thoughts. Make it a little bit easier to process them as they kind of come through and go to the other side. You'll feel a little less anxious by doing this meditation. I also have 2 really amazing courses that I'm so excited to offer you. I've got a 7-day course on retroactive jealousy, everything you need to overcome retroactive jealousy in 7 days. It's all packaged in that I give to you. And then I also have one that focuses solely on OCD and these thoughts that keep coming and coming and coming over and over and over again. So if you're someone that just wants to go straight in and break free from these thoughts and not be tangled up in this thought loop anymore, that course is also available for you as well. They're both down there in the description below. I'll leave them for you, and I'll leave you for today. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next video.